The she is a he.
Say what?
Good evening, my little YouTubles.
YouTubles.
I'm Kevin with the Kevin and Anna Show. Thank you for joining us and thank you for watching. Today is September 27th. I'm sitting here, I guess we might as well discuss sales. Let me cut that light off so it doesn't blind you. I do apologize, guys. In my garage here, the lighting can really get off sometimes, especially if I'm out here at night. And so I apologize in advance for some of my black-faced videos. But when I forget, then I go to edit the video. It's too late then. I don't have the energy to go back and refilm it. So I just have to kind of roll with it. But I'm trying to get better with that. So apologies for that. But another sale. That's what I was going to tell you about. The other sale I had was for PGA Tour, a pair of golf pants that I picked up out in Coronado. There's the somewhere is the screenshot of them, and those actually a guy they transferred to Or Best Offer. The auction flipped over to Or Best Offer with my buy it nows, as all of my auctions do. And they were $39.99, and a guy sent me a really lowball offer of $20. And to be honest with you, I looked for the receipts. I can't remember what I paid for these, but I think they were like 50% off, and then marked down from that as well. So I think I'm into them. Let's just say 20 bucks. Anyway, those were not smart buys. Those two pair of pants that I bought. And so if I'm breaking even on them, I'm good. And I pretty much broke even on those. So, yeah. Another item moved out of the store. Can't say that I'm excited about how much money they made, but it is what it is. Alright. That's all I got. It dawned on me, I had another TJ Maxx shirt sale. So that was, I think, 2 days ago. So that would have been 24 September. And again, some of these were $6, some of them $7, some of them $8. So I'm just going to average everything out to $7. And that t-shirt sold for $17.50. Or yeah, it was a t-shirt, $17.50. So we're going to put a $6, an average of a $6 profit on that one. Oops, already messed up. So that is going to make our running total 13 bucks. Ooh, I hope I'm not bleeding through. I bet I am. A wee bit, but anyway. So there we go. Another shirt sold. And only 26 more to go. I wanted to show you this. It's already packaged up. It's a Panasonic Blu-ray player that I got for free. A coworker gave it to me. It was his dad's. He was downsizing and just wanted to get rid of stuff. So he did, and I picked it up for free. And I just sold it. Boom! Boom! Right there. Now this is another example, guys. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. This guy gave me an offer. I was happy with his offer, but what did I do? I countered. $2 higher. Got $2. Do the math. Took me 30 seconds. $240 an hour. All day long. Anyway, alright. I got a big project coming up, so stay tuned for that. So here's a few more items I've picked up recently. Retail arbitrage I wanted to show you. This is, we'll start here. This is an Alice in Chains t-shirt. Touring t-shirt. It's a size medium, which I wish it was a little bigger, and it does have fuzzy like cat hair on it, or it's not really cat hair, I don't know what it is, fuzzy stuff, but it's not a super old shirt. It was from 2016. It's not old at all, actually, is it? But I only paid like $1.50 for that at our local Goodwill, and so after I get all the hair off of it, I've already washed it and dried it, and it does look a lot better, but I'll take my lint roller and clean that up. I don't know what I'll get off of that. I'm going to say I'll probably get like 15 bucks off of that. And here is these two piles here were a Ross shopping extravaganza that I took, and I'd never been in there looking for retail arbitrage. And at the very last minute, I found their clearance section, which is what I was looking for. I didn't think they had one, so hoorah! There's another place I know now to go look. Not great deals on this stuff. These, what's this called? Michael Kors, very high-end, name, fashion name. That was t-shirts on sale for $6.99, and that is a size large. And then these two Nike t-shirts were on clearance for I think they may have been $7.99. Yeah, they were $7.99 each. I thought this would be a good one to get on eBay quick. I want to list them as Nike Halloween shirts, right? I want to put that in the title. It has absolutely nothing to do with Halloween other than being orange. So, we'll see. It's not going to be misleading. I'll put in the description that there's nothing on it saying Halloween. It's just Halloween orange. And that's what I've picked up recently, guys, today and a couple times through the week. So we'll get that stuff listed. I don't know if I'll be able to list tomorrow or not. I've got to go mow. One other thing I wanted to take a minute and show you was these are eel skin, like EEL, women's handbags, purses, picture books, whatever. And this was actually gifted to my wife from the lady that used to live here before we got the place. And they left us a ton of stuff. But anyway, my wife's like, I just don't have a want or a need for these. You want to see if they're worth anything? I have no idea comping this stuff. These two match right here. This is obviously a women's wallet. And this is a picture book. I don't even know what you call it, but anyway, for pictures. But the skin does feel really nice on those. And I have no idea if eel skin stuff is worth a lot or not. And then this purse looks like a big coin purse that I used to carry back in the 80s. But also eel skin. There's no brands on this stuff. Hey, there's a card. Let's see what that says. No brands that I'm aware of on this stuff. Eel skin story. Yeah. So I have no idea what I'm comping this at, but I'm going to just take a wild guess here and say, maybe I can get $15 out of all three of those. And we'll see. Anyway, that's what I got right now. I'll be back. Real quick, I have an apology to my favorite, best, most awesome viewer and subscriber, at least the only one I know. Forever Blue 93.
What was that?
I watched, I put a post out in my last video, a shout out saying thank you. And then, I think it was like that night or maybe the next night I was watching another reseller's video, Commonwealth Flipper or Commonwealth Picker, I don't know which one. But I was watching one of his two channels, and Forever Blue 93 was discussed in the channel, and the name Daryl, I think. Sorry if you didn't want your name out there, but you can blame Kevin Brown for that one because he's already put it out there. But the name Daryl came across the screen, and I thought, well, I guess, yeah, I could see a woman. I think women have been named Daryl in the past. That sounds about right. So then after that, Forever Blue 93 responded to my shout out to him in the last video saying that, a recent video saying that the she is a he. So my apologies, sir. My apologies. I don't know how I got that in my head. I'm thinking like I'm a Duke fan. I graduated in 1993, so maybe I should be Forever Blue 93. But for whatever reason, that just came across to me that in my brain that that he was a she. But anyway, Forever Blue, I appreciate you. I'll talk to you guys soon. Oh, I was just cleaning my lens, but I wanted to try this and see what it looked like through the video, so hang on. Oh, I see it. Huh. It's pretty neat. Okay, so today, exciting day. I've already gotten started a little bit. Pulled out some work tables or some storage tables. Got me a workbench going over here. But the idea is, Daddy needs more storage. All of that stuff up there is just piled on top of each other, all the way down. All of this stuff here behind the ladder, all of that stuff in the floor going all the way back to the top of that grill, you might be able to make out, right past that fan. So, and I've got stuff under those shelves there. So, it's time to expand. Ideally, it'd be good if I was selling more stuff, but, and stop buying stuff, but that'll happen. No worries on that. But I do need more storage space, and I had this wood already. This is half of a sheet of plywood. There's the actual workbench underneath, makeshift workbench. But anyway, I had this plywood already, and I've got 2 sheets of plywood. This is one of them ripped in half, and they've all been ripped in half, so I've really got 4 of these, but I should only need 1 today, as best I can tell. So I had to pick up some other stuff, run some errands, and I picked up those big angle irons at Lowe's, and these are meant to hold up to 75 pounds. I guess it's each. That's the pressure you can put on it. So I don't know, I'm not a super smart math guy, so if I distribute 2 or possibly 3 of these underneath my shelf, how much weight it'll hold. But I can almost promise you I will not be putting nearly 75 to 150 pounds to 225 pounds on one of these shelves. But it will be nice because they're bigger brackets than the ones I've currently have on those black shelves. So that's exciting. I'll have more support for some of the heavier stuff. And the goal is I've got to pull all of that down. I obviously don't want to try to be mounting shelves, but I want to pull all of that down, get it over here on the tables, move the stuff out that's in the floor back there, and then get the shelves up and mounted. And then I now have the ability to actually organize, or starting to put like a filing system, a tracking system on where items are located. You see other reseller videos, they're almost all doing it. And for me, it's still not a necessity, but it is helpful to become more efficient when you're looking for things. One of the things that spawned it are some flags that I have for sale. I can't find them. So hopefully today they are found. I haven't sold any, thankfully, but I expect that I will find them as I go through everything. And yeah, sort it out, label some shelving areas, and then the tedious part of it is because I didn't start that way, is to go back into the auctions individually and identify on the auction itself, on the listing, so I know where to find it when the auction ends. And we'll see how far I take that. The big thing today is step 1 and 2 and 3 is to get the shelves up, or to prep for the shelves, build the shelves, mount the shelves, and step 4, get everything back on the shelves. So there we go. That's it. I will give you guys updates here as we move along. It is getting later in the day. It's about 15 till 4. So, I don't have a whole lot of daylight left. But This isn't a major undertaking, at least the construction part of this. Fairly simple, straightforward, easy. Matter of getting it done. So let me get started. Let me shut up and get started. All right. Pretty quick and painless. My poor little old saw, the saw blade actually, is so dull. I've got a nicer one that runs off of electricity, but for small jobs I just use that little one. And then that little black battery that you may have saw me have to change. There is, that skill saw just sucks the juice out of those. Now those are old batteries, and I have much nicer batteries that are newer and even bigger ones. But I'm just milking those black ones to use them for small things, because eventually I'm going to cycle those out of my rechargeable battery inventory. So just in those 2 cuts I had to change the battery one time, so that tells me they're getting old, which is good, because I use those primarily to keep milking it and getting as much as I can out of them before I have to discard them. So that's nice. That just means that I'm getting the use out of them. So here we go. Next phase. Stay tuned. All right, that's pretty good. I've gotten that whole shelf cleaned off. Super exciting. I've cleaned out a lot of this down here, and that's still going to be a work in progress. We'll see how this unfolds. But next, I'll be tackling all of that up there, because when I'm hanging the shelves, there'll be a lot of knocking, beating, and banging, and I definitely don't want to lose that stuff crashing it down on the pavement. So I'm going to take a break here for a short while, and then I'll get started again. There's one done. Easy peasy. I did want to show you a couple things. I am by no means a carpenter, okay? So do not use this. Disclaimer, do not use this as some type of carpentry video, because it's not. One thing I can point out, though, it's common sense kind of stuff. Notice I took the angle off right here. Why? There's a door right here. There's going to be traffic right here. Even though the grill will be right back over here, I did not want this to have a 90-degree angle. And so I did all of that off camera, by the way. You didn't see it, but it only took a few seconds. But you'll notice here, I did the same thing on this corner, because that's my workspace. I do a lot of pictures and stuff there. And you may have seen me bump my head in the fast forward part of this video. And so, you know, we're all prone to make mistakes and ouchies once in a while. So the more I can protect myself, the better. obviously, the more I can protect my family, the best. So little things like that. One thing I will make sure that I point out though is when I put all these screws in the wall here, this wall does not need anchored, okay? I did not need to find a stud and I did not need to find an anchor. There are big sheets of particle board or plywood behind it. Something is back there that all of my screws on that wall seat into, and I'm very thankful for that. They hook right in and they're very stable. So how exciting is that, guys? Boom, boom, boom! Got one done. All right, I'm gonna take a break. We'll be back. I'm ready to start on the next one over there. Now, because these are gonna be 2-foot deep shelves, no, I'm sorry, 20-inch deep shelves, I don't want that to be too low because I don't want my workbench there to be like a cubby hole that I've got to try to dig into to find things. So I left myself on this side plenty of height. I went not as low as I could go, but pretty low to the point of where I could go. But on this side, I will be quite a bit higher because, again, I still want to be able to utilize that workspace, even if it's just for storage. I don't want to have to dig in there to find what's going on, so we'll raise that up. Now, it seems like I don't have enough storage space with these two tables. So I'm going to take my sawbucks, my workbench that I had over there, bring it in for more storage space up there. So I've got the end of that table right there, and then I'll have my storage table right here, my workbench right here to store some stuff on. I really wanted to get it all down before I start putting it back up. That way I know I'm just like that. I like to do things in specific orders. So I'll be able to handle everything, look at everything, and kind of decide as I'm maneuvering it around and everything. I just want to feel good about what I'm doing, and that'll make it happen for me. So here we go. So as I was going there, the last little bit, the camera died. Out of battery, as Granny Wilcox would say. My battery went dead. So I went ahead and moved on. Sorry to leave you guys behind. But I'll give you a quick update here on where we're at, and then we'll flip back to supersonic fast forward speed motion. So here we go. Big stuff. Let me turn this radio off so I don't get dinged for copywriting. But here's the second shelf, and again, I left myself plenty of workspace here, so that's really cool, and I moved it down to align with this shelf. Okay, so that's great. Notice all these light bulbs and all this bug spray and stuff. Hello, helicopter. Quick military operation for you there. Sorry for the interruption. But all of that bug spray and all of the light bulbs were here on this shelf. And I was like, I knew that I wasn't really utilizing all of this space here. And of course, being mindful of children and things like that, all of that kind of stuff went up on the top. So it's a little crowded, a little more than I'd like it to be, but this stuff is not utilized very often at all, as to where all of this space I can centralize all of my stuff and put it together. But anyway, so this shelf is going to be called Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls. So as you can see, I've got a ton of items up there. Now, I did pack it in, and it'll be, if I sell something in the very back on the bottom, it'll be a little difficult. I'll have to take some items out. But this was a perfect space, a deep shelf, to kind of pile all those smiles on there. They are somewhat organized, but but it's nice. I'm really digging it. And just that little bit right there, that one shelf, is going to free up so much space across the top. So I'm also looking at taking some of the stuff that I've got in the floor and getting it out of the floor. So here, this was one that I really hadn't put anywhere yet. This is a bunch of highlighters and dry erase markers that I've already got packaged up and they're ready to go. Not too heavy, so I tested it out on this shelf. Seems to be working good, and I think I'll put that one. I got to check the weight on that one, but it's just a bunch of toys that I picked up retail arbitrage, and I think that'll be a nice fit up there, coming out this way, and that'll suck up that whole shelf. And we'll see. I may change my mind on that, but that's where we're at, guys. So I've still got this shelf, and I now have all of the black shelf ready to go. And as you can see here on this table, this is outside of what's in the floor. This is all that's left. So super stoked. I think next, all of these Tickle Me Elmos, well, they're not Tickle Me, they're Love to Hug. But I think those are going to go up there by the Monopoly. They don't weigh too much. This box on the end, see, I'm also being very careful about my weight placement, my weight displacement. Is that the right way to say it? Ooh, who's that? Wifey made another appearance. But this is very heavy stuff here. This is electrical, crap, I always forget the word. Anyway, ballasts. There's I think 8 or 9 electrical ballasts in there. So that's a pretty heavy, small box. So what did I do? I put it right on the angle support, and then just easily on top of it, something very lightweight, easy to spot, easy to find. Now I am sacrificing some up space there. You know, that's not a bad idea. I could take that and kick it up on its side, come down. Yeah, I love it. I love it. So anyway, I'm going to get busy again here, guys, and I'll update you as I make more. Here we go.
Hey, hey. Bye-bye.
Okay, so we're not perfect. Oh no, I forgot about that big wine rack that I need to just donate. Uh, we're not perfect, and it did suck up more space than I thought it was going to. I still am crowded, as you saw. As you probably saw, I was stacking things on top of things, but yeah, that was a chore, pulling all that stuff out just so I could get the lid back on the closed on that and use the top part of it for storage. But you know, I'm happy. I got quite a bit of things on these shelves, and they're nice and sturdy, so I'm stoked about that. And all of this stuff was piled along here, but if I have to put it back underneath of there, which is a very good possibility, that's okay, no worries. These things either need to be listed or I need to do some adjusting on the listings. And let's put our remotes right there. So yeah, I'm crowded. Nothing's labeled, but that's all I'm gonna do. See, all of this stuff is, you know, from yesterday or from a previous video was what I just listed. Who's calling me? No, I don't want to talk to him right now. All of this stuff was purchased yesterday and still has to be listed. And then over here, if we pan across, this is a death pile. Not really a death pile, but stuff that I need to address. And then I've got all my packing materials. Oh yeah, and I've got more. I've got certain things for shipping over here. Ooh. Oh no, that's the gloves. So I'm still scattered here, guys. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Still scattered. Don't have as much storage, you know, as I'd really like, but looking at what came down and, you know, what went back up, I'm pleased with that. There's definitely a lot more stuff up on the shelves than the way it was. And then I also have this place cleaned off. Obviously my laptop is doesn't stay out here. This is a super high-end lamp that I've had on Facebook Marketplace forever, but I really just need to buckle up and put it on eBay where it'll actually sell. But that's like a $250 lamp, oil lamp, vintage. And so the radio I pulled over here off that shelf, I may go ahead and put it back. So that still gives me all of this workspace or storage space where I had a lot of other things piled up. So, you know, we've transferred, we've robbed Peter to pay Paul, as they say. But, okay, there we are. I'm going to press pause. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I lied. I made some more, did some more work and made some more changes. First, I went ahead and moved the radio back over here, consolidated my painting stuff there, angled it out for nice, nice tunes coming in. And I've decided I'm going to try to make this my shipping station. I'm used to using this table right here, which I really love because it gives me a lot of freedom to get around, move all the way around the table, yada yada. But I just don't know. We're going to see. Plus, all of this room over here is going to possibly be storage. Now, I took everything that was out down here, consolidated it. Well, I consolidated some stuff under here that's not even has anything to do with reseller trash cans and that old toolbox. And those are not a long story, but anyway, the rest of it was able to pack in there. So I do have some more undershelf storage area, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do without this for storage because I still have all of that stuff over there, previous listings that I need to do something with, or there's a few new ones over there also, and then all of this is new listings. Sorry if I just blinded you by the light. And then here's the big thing though. This was cool. This shelf, I've had it. It's just a cheap shelf you can pick up probably at Big Lots, definitely at a Walmart or something like that. But that little shelf, I've had it on Facebook Marketplace forever and a day for like, I don't know, $7 or something. I just started throwing things on there quite some time ago. And, you know, it's never moved. I think I've had 2 people ask me about it, but as it goes on Marketplace, they really just want to know if it's available or not. They don't really care to pursue it any further than that. So, that's a different story. I said, you know what? Why not? I took all of this stuff I had down here, all of these random things, except my tooth flossers and these pennies. These little pennies, I don't need but one, but I use them for when I'm putting something small out rather than doing a bunch of measurements. I'll just toss a penny down there with it so people can see the size of the auction. But anyway, I've taken a lot of that stuff and put it up here to get it out of the way to free this up, as well as moved all of my shipping stuff over here. Now, you may wonder, why in the world have you got a 3-pound weight? That's because when I turn this thing on, it always goes to kilograms, and I doubt you guys can see it with the video, but if I put that on there, 3 pounds, it is 1.3 kilograms. So I always have to hit that button one time, and I'm kind of, I don't know, even though I trust it, I don't trust it, I guess, because I always I always check it. I've made the mistake sometimes of not doing that and listing my items in the wrong way, and then I've had to eat some of the shipping costs. But I've moved all of that stuff again. That was all scattered around on this table. This is all junk that I've just got to get out of here, out of the way and stuff. But I've done that. And again, spread it all out here or put some of it up here. So we're going to try this as a shipping station and see how it goes. If I don't like the restricted movement, or if I've just got to have that space for storage, storing merchandise, then it may change. But I'm going to try it. I'm going to give it a go. That's it, guys. I'm really done now. So I'm going to go in and start editing videos, and I've probably got enough video on here to make an 1.5-hour video, but I'm going to try to keep them, much shorter than that. And so what's happened over the last 2 days could turn into maybe 3 videos. I don't know. None of that even matters. You're seeing this at the end of the very last video. But I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for the support. You're the best. And I'll talk to you next time. See ya.